watch this, there's no video game. Oh, but there is. I told you a fucking fib. Should pop out the chat real quick. Video game. How dare. Oh, but there is. It's really fucking loud. Was it louder than me? I can't have anything be louder than me. What tomfoolery would that be? None of that. No. We can't have that happen at all. Okay, so, are we live? See how that looks. I think that looks beautiful. I stretched out the image, so I was kind of worried that it might look a touch ugly. How do I sound right now? I tested this and I thought I sounded fine. I wanted to be absolutely sure. Oh shoot! Oh, it just starts you out. Huh. I was kind of hoping for more dramatic music because I really like I love the music in this game. So much. Sound good? Wonderful. Music's a tad loud? Wonderful. I thought that might be the case. I'll drop that another 5%. It might just be the dramatic intro music, but be absolutely sure. Let's drop it another 10%. That should be fine. Cool. No, JoJo's still a good series. It's just I'm not as into it as I used to be. So anyway, greetings and salutations. My name is Comic Fire, and welcome to Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team. For those not in the know, I did an LP of this game back in 2011, and I got up to the final boss, and I said, yeah, I'm totally gonna do the post game, and I never did. So, I lost a save file for that like 6 years ago at this point. Yeah, no, I got my new computer in 2013, so I left it 5 years ago. So anyway, I did Blue Mystery. Literally nothing has changed. This is the exact same game I LP'd. I'll show you what my favorite starter is in just a little bit, but the whole point of this is I am going to get back to that LP finally, but what I need to do is get back to that point. So the point of this stream series is to get us back there. We're gonna beat the final boss of the story, so to speak, and then get back to the LP. If I have a lot of fun streaming this, the LP will be entirely streamed. So we can start throwing Sunday streams into the mix. So a lot of people are here. Wow. Let me drink my Diet Coke, not paid for by Coke. And let's begin a brand new adventure. Wonderful. I didn't actually check my control configuration. Or I did. Is that how yeah. Everything should be good. Okay, that was weird. Welcome! This is the portal that leads to the world of Pokemon. I'm not going to read absolutely every bit of text, but I do the narration, because that's what I do. But before I can let you through, I have several questions for you. I want you to answer them sincerely. Are you ready? Okay, let the interview begin. There are many things I'd like to do? Sure, why not? Absolutely, it's how I get through most of my day. I don't know about, let's just say, find the person, because I've lost my wallet before. It's not a pleasant experience. I wouldn't want to put someone else through that. Last time I went to the beach, I fell asleep, so, cry. I feel like I probably would have answered this differently when I first started, but, now I'm usually the first person out, but if I'm the last person, it probably means I was talking to the professor, so, no, I'm not upset. Yeah, I could go in the opposite fucking direction. Well, let's see. The last time I was, interested in someone, I slid into their DMs in Twitter and said, yo, baby, let's get together, so there we go. I'm a boy. And you see, it's totally the opposite of what I got as a kid the first time. I was the timid type. Yeah, fuck the Republican Party. I'm a hero. I'm All Might. I can do it. I'm Deku. I'm a Chop. Cool. So anyway, fuck that noise. I did this off screen. I like to be the timid type because of the starter it gives you. And when I first played this game, I was in 6th grade, and this little intro blurb right here so perfectly described how I felt that I'm like, oh, it's perfect! I'm going to be Cyndaquil! Now, I might try something different to shake it up, but since this is going to be a continuation of the old LP, I'm going to choose the exact setup I've done for every Mystery Dungeon game besides, Gates to Infinity, because these Pokemon weren't in Gates to Infinity. And exact same nicknames as well. The name Nikolai is based on, when I was first doing this, I had a pal who went by the name Microx, who currently goes by Henri Avalon, but she was doing a Swampert solo run of a Pokemon Sapphire LP, and Pokemon was named Nikolai. They kind of had like all their HM slaves also had like Russian theme names, so there you go. It's also why every time I use a Swampert in on my series, I name it Lil Nico, because he's a little baby. A little baby Nikolai. Look, it's our friend Nikolai. Plus, I love I can't imagine going through one of these games without being Cyndaquil. Though I am going to try it when I eventually stream Explorers of Sky, because I want to shake it up a touch. They also nerfed my favorite strategy in Super Mystery Dungeon, so I might try something else there too as well. But we're gonna stream all the Mystery Dungeon, well, not all the Mystery Dungeon games, like not like another like Red Rescue Team LP. One game from each of the 4 generations of Mystery Dungeon. By the time I got farthest in this game, I was a Pikachu with a Torchic as a partner. And that was fun. So, gonna name it the exact same thing I named it last time, because I was going through a massive Dragon Quest kick when I first did the LP of this. So we are going to be Erdrick. Hey, Dreddick. More like Erdrick, am I right? Oh, hey. Hey, Nikolai, but fuck you. Cyndaquil broke the 4th wall. He looked at me and sweated really hard. Or was that a teardrop? I really like Butterfree a lot too, because in Pokemon Go, the first egg I hatched was a Caterpie. And it's cute. I put a lot of Stardust into that Butterfree. Oh no, we can't have any of that. You can't, they can't do that, that's illegal. No Pokemon ever fights. Nah, Butterfree, you have to believe in yourself. I know you can. Turn this down again, it's really fucking loud. Forgot if you touch the bottom screen, it counts as a button click. Try not to let a partner faint. Yeah. Gotta get the hang of the controls again, because, my god. I do not remember, like, it's been a while since I played through, the early Explorer. It's actually been a while since I played through any Explorers Explorers, wow. Mystery Dungeon in general. Because, the last one I played was Super. I 100% did Super. It was, I really like Super Mystery Dungeon. Though, this one has my... Ooh, we can do it. We can fight a Pokemon. We can fight this horrendous evil Sunkern. Anyway, you can set a, when I set Tackle as a move, if you press, hold down L and then press A, because if you just press A, you'll do this standard attack that can do a little bit of damage. But if you hold down L and A, whatever your set move is will be used instead. So set your favorite move to L and A. Also, if you hold down the B button and the A button, you just constantly give up your turn. You can use it to heal, you can use it to advance turn order so enemies come to you, and that's what I'm gonna do so we can just get a... I want to get one level for both of us. You see, the whole reason I love being Cyndaquil in Mystery Dungeon is Smokescreen. Because Smokescreen does not work like it does in the main games. Oh, well, we all leveled up. Guess we're gonna go forward then. But I want to show off what makes Smokescreen so good. Pidgey became a whiffer. Now, no matter what, until the whiffer status wears off, they will miss 100% of their moves. And that's how I managed to beat the game at low levels. Also, Attract works on any Pokemon. Doesn't matter if they're genderless. So, Attract and Smokescreen mean you can just shut down bosses if you play right. Because it's fun! And yeah, they nerf it in Super, so it just decreases accuracy. So let me tell you, when we get to one of the bosses in a Super Mystery Dungeon, because you fight a very powerful Salamence very early on, I'm like, cool, I'll use Smokescreen and beat it. And it just says, Salamence's accuracy drops. And I felt my heart just fall to the floor. I was so sad. Fuck that Salamence, by the way. I love Caterpie, he's so cute. Oh, like, don't you just want to hug the little tyke? The Super has a lot of early game problems in general. Because in Super, the speed stat is introduced, but it's tied to your accuracy. So if your speed is too low, you miss a lot of your moves. So the early game is just you missing, like, all of your attacks until you can get Carbos to boost up your speed. And then once you boost up your speed, you're invincible, so I like Super a lot. It's just not fun for the first couple hours. Still better than Gates to Infinity, so that one's gonna be fun. I can't explain it, but I'm happy. Look at this fucking hovel. If only we had a tail to wag. Maybe I feel that way because I'm a Cyndaquil that has no tail. Or would wagging your tail as a Cyndaquil just be like fanning your flames around? So are you like Tom Nook and you're gonna like get me into a life of indentured servitude? Yeah, the school in Super is I mean, I got to a point where like, yeah, I realize I'm playing a game for preschoolers, but maybe I should not be treated. No, because preschoolers wouldn't even like Super because it's so hard in the beginning. No. I don't even know you. But thou must. Oh yeah, God, I forgot I have to do the exact same name as well, because at that point in my life I was very into the band Megadeth. So, we're just gonna have to name ourselves what we named ourselves last time. We are Team Rattlehead! Well, I'm aware a good game is a good game, it's just I know Pokemon is primarily aimed towards a younger demographic, which makes the weird early game difficulty for Super feel so weird. I love Super, it's my, I say I love it a lot, but it's my third favorite because I prefer the pixelated ones more. But Gates to Infinity is so bad that Super just feels so good. Super is very close in quality to this one, I'd say. Hello, Bowser Communist. Have you been enjoying the DK64 series? Because that one's been really fun. And I vastly appreciate your contribution. Too bad I wanted to run around my house. Yeah. Sure, why not? Wow, that's quite the jump, Tapu Julk. Maybe not for this stream. I feel like now, while I like Super, and I like a lot of the ideas introduced in Gates to Infinity, it's just that Super did those ideas so much better. I wonder where he lives. Oh, hey. You know, you could have just came inside if you want. You could chill here. There was plenty of room in this hovel. I'm surprised that Super was the first game that allowed you to be Arceus. Well, we gotta get our name out there. Hey, don't look through my mailbox, it's a felony! Yeah, I didn't bother with the post-game of Gates. I beat it, and then just stopped playing immediately, because I barely wanted to finish Gates as was. By the time you can be Arceus, you've likely done because you can't be Arceus until you've recruited like every other Pokemon, I think. And then you have to go through one of the game's very few 99 floor dungeons, and they're not hard. Super is very fun. I'm very much looking forward to streaming Super. But we've got a lot of games before that, so probably not till 2019. Hello there, La Brouhaha. It's him, Pelipper! It's the Pokemon that started out so awful and he's currently OU. Oh god, Genesect and Super. What, you're not gonna go through my mail again, you little felon? Let's see what it is. We have to do it, we have to rescue Magnemite. That would be kind of interesting to see, like, forms of, like, Kantonian Pokemon that are just, like, combination Pokemon. It'd be cool to, It'd be cool to see, like, what if there was a Doug trio that was only a Doug duo? The only game I've managed to really do well with 99 floor dungeons was Super. Because there's one in this game, in the post game, that I got like to the 80th floor, and then I wiped. Now what happened there is Poochyena has the runaway ability, so when it gets to half HP, it just stops working. It just runs away. As the name would imply. But yeah, I'm not too well versed in the 99 floor dungeons in this one. Ha! Got you eventually. Graveler Rocks are very fun because they always do a set amount of damage. And while it doesn't seem too useful early on, during certain events, during longer dungeons, the ability to have items that, don't eat up your, they deal good damage without just sucking up all of your, power points. I was gonna say sucking up all of your PP and realize that I have, children in my audience who will laugh at that, and also me. You know, I came down here looking for treasure, and then I realized that I was looking for the gate, and I'm like, or the floor, and I'm like, wait a minute. literally where we were. So if you hold down the B button, you like run really fast. And it's fun. And it makes you stop when you get to either the end of a wall. Not the end of a wall, like the end of like one of these corridors. As you can see. Or if you're like in one of these rooms, like until you get to the end of the room, as you can see. It's very nice. And it's faster than hitting the speed up key. Listen, Nidoran. Come over here, let me punch you in the face. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to 99 floor dungeons in this one, because I'm not a stupid kid anymore. Even if I do just go back to the standard LP format for this game, I'm likely gonna do the 99 floor dungeons as streams, because those would be cool. A cherry berry can repair your spine. Nikolai. Yeah, this one had some growing pains, but out of all the post games in the Super and the Mystery Dungeon Pokemon games, I'd say this one probably is the most robust one. Since each little, each legendary gets its own, little, like, post-game, like, quest. Unlike, like, Explorers of Darkness and Sky and Time. Where it's like, hey, you know, just have this one item and they will pop up for a random recruitment chance on this part of the floor. I like this floor in this deep-ass dungeon, and it's not cool and it's not fun, and I think it's stupid. I think part of it was just young me, like, wanted to only use my starter. But now that I'm a full-grown adult, I realize that, hey, you know, they gave me the mechanic to switch leaders in post-game, so, mayhaps it's a good idea to do so. Because, hey, guess what? Like, one of the post-game dungeons is very water-heavy, and it's maybe not a good idea to be, Cyndaquil for it. An Oranberry. Oranberry. I love the music in this game too. It's so good. I love this game so much. And it and the Explorer games, the sequels. When I was in middle school, like all of my friend groups were like super into these games, and it was really nice because having a community for any game series is really fun, because, hey, you get to experience it with pals. You get to talk about your experiences, and it was really cool to be able to do that. Yeah, I think that's like the general consensus, is that Gates maybe isn't the best game out there. I wrote a review of Super on Game FAQs. You know, come to me, big boy. Oh no, I'm out of PP for that. Yo, Nikolai, you got Mud Slap, right? Okay, tackle works. Alright, let's pry these fuckers apart. Let's use Mud Slap for critical damage. Which is what I really hated about Gates was, the text speed was so slow and you couldn't speed it up. Like, you see how fast the text comes out here? And you can still speed it up. In Gates, it's like a quarter of the speed and you're stuck with that, and it's so annoying. I hate games that do that. It's really fucking annoying. Because I want to play games at my pace. Like, even games with voice acting, I'll skip through a lot of the voices because, hey, guess what? Sometimes I don't feel like listening to all you guys talk. One example of that is Xenogears. Like, you can't advance the text in Xenogears at all, and it's part of the reason why it's very difficult for me to sit down and play more than a little bit of Xenogears at a time. I like Xenogears. It's in bursts. And if you're gonna make me like stay stuck listening or like reading text, at least give me voice acting on top of it. The games that have voice acting for the lines and also let you skip them is probably even a better idea. Charizard's Heatwave is part of, like, I saw that on a YouTube video, because Blue Rescue Team is one of the first things I really looked up YouTube videos for. And someone was using Heatwave on Charizard, and it was like, cool! Actually gonna extend the, Yeah, I don't think the DS, like, adds much to the, because, like, Blue and Red Rescue Team really just... Because one was on the Game Boy Advance, one was on the DS, so they couldn't really make anything too fancy for the DS. Oh, there's no evolving in the main game. Not until you beat the final, quote-unquote the final boss of the story. You are stuck. It's even worse in Explorers, because you can't evolve your starters until the post-game story is complete. Yes, I am indeed, and I love them very much. Linking's pretty cool. I never use the Gulpin Link Shop because you can get link boxes later on that allow you to do it whenever, so it's cool. Yeah, so like if I linked all of my moves together, I would do, every time I attacked, I would do a cool, I'd use Tackle, then Leer, then Smokescreen, then Rollout or whatever. And it's cool, but we don't have to worry about that for now. Let's check out the Polifer post office. Hello. I'm gonna store all of my money. Money's a little hard to come by in this game, and you need a lot of it for something I will explain when it becomes pertinent. Oh, does Lincoln give EXP bonuses? Wow. I don't think I knew that even when I played this game religiously. I didn't link too often. I think the only time I ever really linked was like, I would use a link box right before bosses. I don't want to deliver. I hate delivery. I think they're stupid. I mean, look at that. Deliver, deliver, deliver. Deliver it yourself. So I'm not going to do any of those, but I'll explain. Link skill get 3 times the EXP when used. Jesus. God damn, how did I forget that? Or, I don't think I forgot, I don't think I knew. So that's probably how you're supposed to grind in this game, because by the time I get to the final boss, I'm usually really under-leveled. Interesting. Oh my god, I loved looking up the mission codes to get, like, special items and shit. And, like, that's how I'd get, like, rare Pokemon, too. Though the system's a little better in Explorers, because I think Explorers has a lot more freedom with it. So anyway, let's go into the tiny woods and become a real rescue team. Would you look at that? I'm still learning things about my favorite games in 2018. Someone mentioned it earlier. I don't think Xenogears is really depressing. Like, I've played, like, I had to put Steins Gate Zero down because, like, the beginning was so, like, I'm like, this is exactly what my depression feels like. So Steins Gate Zero is a little difficult for me to get through, but Xenogears, no, I don't think it's depressing. Like, there are some dark themes, but nothing that I'd say is, like, depressing. Yeah, I heard there was a code generator. I didn't remember if there was one for Blue Rescue Team. Blue and Red. Boy, that's gonna be really fun to explain, like when it becomes pertinent. I would explore every floor, but later dungeons are so, like long dungeons, it's like, cool, I kind of want to save those for apples, or save my PP in case I run into an enemy. Okay, so we just rescued Rattata. We could leave right then if we wanted, but we chained it, so... We chained mission, so we can keep going. And, Nikolai, you dumb fucking bastard! Alright, you can walk the walk. Okay. Okay. I know I have, Action Replay codes bookmarked for this game to, eradicate some of the grind. Hit the L button and you'll face, these friendly boys, because I used to try to, align myself with them, and, didn't work too good. Yes, leave. Sorry, I was drinking my Diet Coke. Yeah, so chaining missions is really fun. And hey, we get a max elixir, not bad. There are no regular elixirs in this game, so just enjoy your maxes. Enjoy your maxi pads. Hey, not bad. Didn't we do good today? I'm doing the Coca-Cola cause... No! Okay. Alright. We're fine. We're fine. I only spilled a little bit. There are 3 drops on my desk, but the majority of it remains in my can. Yeah, that's what happens when you sleep, from what I've come to understand. Why the hell did they take chaining out in Gates? I'm not licking the Diet Coke drops off of my desk. I am not that thirsty. I'll just, if I'm that thirsty, I'll go grab myself another can. Which I kind of wish I did, because, I feel like I'm going to be talking a lot. But then I'd also have to pee a lot, so I'd have to get up a bunch. Excuse me, Dugtrio! This is my house. Jesus. That's scary. When I first saw the commercial for this in a GameStop in 2006... Actually, no, I think it was still Funko Land. The first thing I saw was, the Diglett mission, and I'm like, that game looks stupid! And then I saw a guide for this, and I looked at it, I'm like, this game looks cool! I love Diet Coke. I've tried the new flavors, I'm not wild about them. I don't want to say I'm a purist, but, like, I don't think I've tried, like, a flavored Diet Coke that I really enjoyed. When you go to Mount Steel! Which is... what a boring-ass name! We're gonna go to Mount Metal. That's not even funny, I can't even really change it. This is where I first learned that you couldn't evolve just by getting to the right level. Because I got to level 14 here and I didn't immediately evolve. Cool, so let me explain orbs. You can use them, and they have effects. You can't use them in, like, boss encounters, so they're not incredibly... Like, there are some that are very useful, but, not all of them. But you can use them in boss rooms and Super and Gates, and that's one thing I really appreciate Gates doing. I just love when, like, games have, like, super boring-ass, names like that. It's so funny. It's like, aha, you were directly translated, and I understand. Now, you can, like, hit Pokemon that... Like, you can use ground-type moves on flying types, and they'll hit them just fine. But every Pokemon has abilities, and if they have Levitate, they will just totally ignore ground-type moves. Yeah, Thunderwave Cave is a beautiful name. What was I saying? Oh yeah, and if a Pokemon has 2 abilities in the main game, they will have both abilities immediately available. And it's really cool, and I like that concept. I was gonna say I wish there was an ability to have both abilities, but then I realized that'd be kind of useless. Like in the main game, I mean. So here's where the danger comes in. If you or your partner faint at any point in this dungeon, you lose all of your money and all of your items, if I'm not mistaken. So, be careful. Don't be afraid to, be very liberal with the healing items. I didn't think about Petrify Orbs in monster houses. That's a really good idea. Okay, Nikolai, I think, you just lost access to Growl as a move. I'll just use it here. I don't know, the IQ system is cool, but it's so slow to grind that I kinda wish that... I'm happy that future games did away with it. Because it gives so many good rewards, but grinding it up through gummy grinding is... I hate it. I hate it so much. That's part of the reason why I never strayed away from using my starter, because I already put so much work into them gummy-wise that I didn't want to bother having to do that again for another Pokemon. Really? Scary! You can handle it. I believe in you. Ooh, maybe I should be using some of these Graveler rocks. Oh, fuck. Whipper! Can I get Ember yet, please? Anyway, you can step on those Wonder Tiles, and they'll reset any lowered stats you may have. So speaking of gummies, oh, I'm out of space. Let's just fucking eat an Orion Berry. No, I should save those. We don't need all these. Get out of here. Excuse me. So here's how the IQ system, well, we won't explain the IQ system yet. Gummies, there are 17 types at this point, so there are 17 different colors, and each one affects Pokemon in different ways. I don't remember the exact way it works, but if you eat the corresponding one, you get a big IQ boost, and IQ gives you very, very useful skills. Except that one. That one's useless. Some of them are clearly built for your AI partners, but some of them even aren't all that great for your AI partners. Look at us, we're getting so... Uh-oh. We're getting so strong. But we can't just be strong. We must be the strongest. Oh, yeah, like I said, some of the, like, non-sleeper is a fantastic skill. Oh, fuck. You have moves, Nikolai! This is how the series is gonna go, innit? Can I just learn Ember yet? Thank you. Blast Seeds are also kind of cool. Let me show you how a Blast Seed works. I'm gonna eat this, and Aron is no more. Oh fuck, wasn't even paying attention. You just gonna dip, Tyrogue? I mean, I just ate every gummy I came across because, hey, it's belly for your dungeon. Can I learn Ember yet? Jesus. So here's how it works. The belly system. You lose belly every now and again, and if it hits 0, you start taking 1 damage per step, and it hurts. You can refill them by eating apples, restore 50, big apples fully fill you up. Gummies fill like 25, I think. Beldum! I like Beldum a lot. Too bad it has to perish. Like, it's another step. There's not a thirst system, though it really functions the exact same way, except unlike the Dark Cloud's thirst system, there's no hunger spots on the ground. Now, I think gummies restore a decent amount. It's seeds that only restore like 5. Like, eating that blast seed give me 5 belly back. Now, if I can hit Beldum from a distance... If I can hit Beldum from a distance... It's in the belly system is back in Super, but at that point, I never carried food because Reviver Seeds were so plentiful that I just let myself die, because it was faster than eating. Just let myself be revived, and I come back with a full belly. I kind of want to do a little bit of grinding before I go up to the 9th floor, because, oh, lovely. Look at all these hefty lads. Look at the size of these units. Absolute lads. Ow, you hurt me. Fuck you. God damn, they're bullying the hell out of me. Sure would help if Nikolai actually used his goddamn moves once in a blue moon. Well, Erdrick, maybe you could eat that. And now Nikolai is carrying that, and he's never going to let it go, because I'm going to forget he has it. Hey look, a gummy. Oh, hey look, I totally forgot that I already can use them. If you hold down the R button, it'll only let you move diagonally, and it's very nice. I think that's a wonderful feature. Does he have the exclusive move user skill yet? Oh. How did I forget? Thank you for that, by the way. My god. Eat. Eat it off the ground, you bitch. Level me up, I need Ember. Your life is forfeit, I need Ember. Because guess who the boss of Mount Steel might be, friends? Could it possibly be a Steel type? I think using moves against an enemy gives you more EXP than not using moves would do, but here, we'll leave it up to our big boy. Yeah, I mean, I know you had a move that was quadruply effective against it, but nah, man, don't worry. You can just use the move that it quadruply resists. We're not even in danger. Come to me, and you will see a world of pure desolation. Like I said, it's very useful. Let the enemies come to you. Oh, you get your move. I probably have Ember, and I'm just too stupid to realize it. Okay, no. I used the speed up key, and it cost me. Now he's defensive. Now he's insecure about his life choices. What type is Delta Species Pichu? Assuming that's actually a card. Because I just really like the concept of different types of Pokemon, which is why Alolan forms were a really fun concept to me. And I wish more Pokemon got them. Now, you can't just sit here and grind forever. Eventually, a wind will start blowing. And that's your cue to just get the fuck out, because if it blows too long, you are forcibly removed from the dungeon. Good levels. Alright, so let's set our new forever move, and let's continue. got an electric type for. See, that's really cool. I really like out there ideas, like Ghost Fire Alolan Marowak. I can't tell you how much that excited me as a concept. Like, because it's so completely different than Ground. I love it. It's so cool. I didn't like how most of the Dark types in Alola were mostly Alolan forms, but, you know. Interesting concept, at least. Hey, Skarmory. Stop. Skarmory's a little pissy. We're gonna have to light him on fire. Die. God, he looked really cut up by that. Holy crap. Steel Pichu. I love it. Oh. Well, that went faster than I expected. Oh, I thought it might take 2 embers, but, I can see that as a concept. Yeah, because Gen 1 had no dark types. It had fairies and steels, but no darks. Magneto! We got word! Bzz, bzz. Hold on to us tight! Bzz, bzz, bzz. Don't be scared, we won't make the mistake of zapping you! Bzz, bzz, bzz. Oh. Your feet, huh? Hey, where's your bzz bzz line? Do you only say that out loud? So they don't think in biz bizzes. That just comes out. That's a verbal tick. Interesting. Oops. Here I am. Hello, it is I, Papa. So do they become... So Dugtrio becomes a hive mind, yeah? Like, that's not just 3 Diglets. Like, that's his dad. You know, it's another really weird concept. Pokemon getting signature moves that, like, get no marketing. Like, guess who got a signature move that wasn't even in Sun and Moon's regional decks? Why did Heatmor get a signature move that's one of the best physical fire moves? And just... They've never... I don't think Heatmor's ever been marketed. Hello there, Sunrinko! 500 ghost dollars and a Petroscarf, nice. Ginseng is great. I don't think I've had ginseng in... No, I've had drinks mixed with ginseng. Join your team. Yeah, Heatmor is the fire anteater from Alola that got overshadowed by the ant that it was partnered with. Yeah, join our team, Buckman. Heatmor got a signature move in Sun and Moon when Heatmor wasn't even in the Alola decks. So we're just taking these guys from their home, like... this is another thing I don't really like about, Did I say Alola? Yeah, Heatmor is not too good, which is why I'm interested to know why they wanted to, give it, of all things, a signature move. Very curious. Like, I don't think anyone was... I said Alola, didn't I? God damn it. Yeah, it's from Unova. I mean, that's the whole point. Like, Heatmor is, like, it's a relationship. It's a cool concept, just no one ever thinks about Heatmor anymore. I don't think anyone ever thought about Heatmor. Even, like, in pre-release Gen 5, I never saw any hype for it, even when people were using, like, weird Pokemon in a pre-release Gen 5 competitive. Or pre-English release. The, translated Japanese ROM was, very fun. That was a very good time to be a PokeTuber. That was so fun to watch. pre-release Gen 5 was so fun. Strange Dreams? The video by Peanut Butter Gamer? Huh. A Gardevoir turned me into a Pokemon. I don't know, I wasn't as hyped for Black and White 2's release, but because it was like a third game at that point. Which is funny, because Ariados had a signature move in Gen 2 until Spiderweb was given out, so it had a signature move, lost it technically being a signature move, and then got another one. Alright, so here's one thing I don't like about the Rescue Team games. You can't just recruit a Pokemon. Yeah, Ariados got Toxic Thread, which is a string shot that poisons. And not even badly poisons, just regular. Black and White 2. I preferred Black and White 2, thinking about it. Yum-ta! So, how recruitment works in this game is you have to have their friend area, and then they might join randomly. I don't prefer this. Oh, well, geez, thanks. They did away with this starting with Explorers, and I'm very happy they did that. Because, hey, guess what? This concept is not really all that fun. Like, I see what they were going for, but a lot of the times it just gets in the way instead of feeling like something you get to do, it's something you have to do. But they do away with it in Explorers, so we only have to worry about it now. This one is different. This is not the guild leader from Explorers. No, it's not what I meant to say. No. There we go. Oh, I wonder if you heard that neck crack. When you recruit legendaries in post games, a lot of the time they come with their friend area. So let's blow some money on friend areas. Yum-ta! Sure, what can I get? Nope, it's not what I wanted to do. So you can see, like, what would inhabit it. Like, if I want to get a Pinsir, I'm gonna need to buy Overgrown Forest. If I want, I know Mushroom Forest if you want, like, Shroomish. Yeah, Platinum, I'm gonna be catching all the legendaries like I did in Emeralds. If I want Executor Sunkern, I need Jungle. If I want Decrepit Lab Pokemon, I want Beldum. That's the interesting thing. They made this one exclusively for the Beldum line. Which, I don't know. I don't think that's a cool concept. So anyway, I can't afford a lot of these. Most of the money in the game is gonna go towards getting these, because I want to use some of these Pokemon, but we just won't worry about that for right now. Jumpluff! My second favorite Pokemon of all time, I'm not even kidding. That's kind of mean. I guess it is one of his most defining features, but maybe the Leaf Hands would have even been a cool thing. Yeah, Kecleon's gonna be a bitch and a half to recruit, but it is probably gonna be my, my go-to for the 99 floor dungeons that reset your level, so... It's a Lakazam. Hello everybody, we're here in Boston with Shiftry and the Nuzleafs. I don't think that's where the dungeon is, but okay. What? You don't know? And they can't be that famous if I've never heard of them. Well, he sounds like a terrorist. That's Tyranitar. He could take down mountains in the lore. If you punch him in the face, he'll cry. I just like it because, I like this team because I really love using Charizard, and tend to use Tyranitar a lot. Because I really like Tyranitar. Gold rank isn't even all that cool. What's up? I have to turn my fan on real quick, it's getting really hot here. Ugh. Fortunately, my headphones could extend, or the cord was long enough to reach the fan turn-on apparatus. It's him, it's Licky Larry. See, that's his tongue. Yeah, the ranks go pretty high, up into the, you know, the highest rank in this game. Because you remember, this is 3rd gen when 4th gen was about to drop. And if you remember pre-release 4th gen, you know Lucario is a big deal. The highest rank is Lucario rank. What is the fucking deal with Lucario? Like, people got really friggin' hyped about, this Anubis head ballsack dreads. Like, I don't know what, like, it clearly worked, but literally what was the intention there? I don't even know if it's just the furries, because it's like, why didn't, like, if it was just the furries, why didn't, Zoroark take off? The thing with, Ginseng is, it boosts the power of, your set move, so my Ember will be more powerful. They did away with this starting in Gates, where just using moves more and more makes them more powerful. No, I don't want to trash that, that would be really bad. So I almost threw that away, and I would not have been a good idea. Hello, Counterbile! Metapod! Well, have fun, kid. I thought Whiscash is like some, when I was small, I was tiny. Someone, screen cap that. I feel like that should be a meme. Yeah, but Zoroark had its movie too, and no one gave a shit about it. Let's go train. Let's go in the Steel-type maze. I don't remember what going through all the mazes do, though I think going through one the first time gives you a Ginseng each time. And some are way harder than others, like all these early ones are super easy, but then like the Psychic maze is really fucking difficult. So, be careful with these, but it's good training. I don't think you can recruit anything here. I think there's a recruitment checker. Recruitment search. Yeah, you can't get any Pokemon in this dungeon. Which is a shame, because I would love to have a Beldum, even though it's going to be dead weight until the post-game. At the levels I usually beat this game, it would only barely be a Metang by the time I evolved it. And in the story, there's no real point to worry about what you've recruited, because you can't use it for most of the game. Because a lot of the story dungeons in this game lock you into just you and your partner. In the post-game, yeah, go nuts, but for the main story, don't get too attached to the Pokemon you recruit. We can do it! We can defeat the opposing team! Alright, 1... Yeah, during the LP, I think I beat the game at, like, my team was level 26. Yeah, that's why I'm using action replay cheats once the main story is done to just kind of get everyone stronger really fast. Anyway, we're not going to worry about all those. Let's keep advancing. Let's do more dungeons. Yeah, Smokescreen lets you beat this game very early in. I can't seem to get out. Take job and take job. Wonderful. So I feel like they're trying to go back to the well again with Zoroark clone, not Zoroark clones, Lucario clones with fucking Zorora. I don't think it's gonna work, but I think they're trying again. I'm big now. And it sucks, it's not like Lucario was all that good. Well, no. In terms of 4th gen competitive, Lucario is pretty good. But it does not hold up now, except for its Mega, which is so overpowered. Mega Lucario is disgustingly good. Blast Seed, and Escape Orb, nice. Die! What's this orb? Switcher. I don't want the switcher. Well, I might use my controller going forward in this game because my fingers get kind of caught up with all the different button commands. I used Lucario in my recent Black 2 run. And it's not that it didn't hold its own, it's just that my team was so ground weak that... Thank you, by the way. My team was so ground weak that my MVP ended up being my Ice Punch Azumarill, which is the only reason I could beat Iris. My god. I like Lucario a lot. Like, I talk shit about, like, what were they thinking with its design, but honestly, what were they thinking? But I like Lucario a lot. I think he's cool. Aura Sphere is a very nice move. I don't care what Bulbapedia says, Aura Sphere is... Just because other Pokemon learn it, it is still absolutely Lucario's signature move. Just because Palkia... Not Palkia. Just because, like, Mew and Mewtwo can use it doesn't mean that suddenly, hey, it's not Lucario's signature move. Which champion is the hardest? Oh hey, a gummy. Sorry, it totally blew you off, Christ. Champion is the hardest. Blue's really easy, Lance is kinda easy. Steven's really easy, Wallace is really easy. Cynthia's rough in Diamond and Pearl. Iris is rough if your team composition isn't alright. Diantha... It's probably either Iris or Cynthia. And I'm talking about like Diamond and Pearl Cynthia because I know her team was lower. Can I stop missing all these? Christ. Her team was yeah, I did not forget Alder, trust me. Alder's not even worth mentioning. The game, well, thank you, game. Like, the game says, like, oh, hey, he's totally the champion, but it's like, okay, who cares? Cynthia's team composition is just fantastic, and her levels were really high in Diamond and Pearl. And then I experienced her levels were lower in Platinum, but I don't like Platinum, and it's the only Pokemon game I actually gave up on. And just transferred over a level 100 Pokemon to get it over with. So I know she's lower leveled, but I was spamming a Seed Flare Charizard. Because guess who had an action replay at that point, kiddos? And I remember, my god, I was in 6th grade, and I spent like a week trying to beat the Elite Four. And I got to the point where like my entire team was dead except for Palkia. and I saved right in front of Cynthia. I'm like, okay, cool, I can beat her, I know I can, and I kept doing it right before, I was doing it right before school, because I had to walk to middle school. And I was almost late, because I got really close to beating her. I'm like, I can do it, I swear I can! And, I didn't make it, so I had to really run to class fast. And then, later that day, I kept, whacking at it. And I think my Palkia was only level 59 at that point, so I'm like, cool, everything has to go literally perfect so I can beat her at level 59 with just my Palkia. And I was sitting there drinking lemonade, and my friend called me, and, he's like, yo, dude, you want to come see Spider-Man 3 with me and my mom? I'm like, no, because I didn't care about Spider-Man at that point, and then right after he hung up, I beat Cynthia, and I was so excited, and I just played all of the post-game that weekend. I think we have to advance to the next, oh, back into Mount Steel we go. We have to advance to the next, ranking to proceed. So what are we? 20... is it at 50 that the next one pops up? So, back into Mount Steel. There's a little bit of forced waiting in this game. Like, you might have to do, like, 2 or 3 days of, like, missions before the game's like, okay, cool, cutscene time, so you can advance the plot. Which makes sense, but again, replay's, not always necessarily the most fun as a result. Ah, oh, jeez, that's the worst. You can hit around corners with this, it's fun. Yeah. Yeah, it's no fun when the DS is like, hey, cool, I'm gonna die now, that'll be fun. Are you lagging that far in levels, dude? My god. I don't know if it's just Mudkip that lags that hard, but, yeah, Mudkip's lagging. Not like it's gonna matter too much, levels are ultimately irrelevant as long as I get a good TMs. Like, as long as I find an Attract TM, I'll win. If I find an Ice Beam TM, it'll be even easier. Eat. One Max Elixir. I don't need this Pecha Berry. It's gross. It's too sweet. Yeah, I get, like, it's a lot of things in Pokemon, and games in general. Like, I understand that they're cool concepts, but a cool concept shouldn't override good gameplay. I remember the first Pokemon I got to level 100 legit was a Feraligatr in Gold version, and I didn't get another level 100 until my Typhlosion in Heart Gold. Legit, at least. I used rare candies or action replay. I love all the 4th gen starters. I hate Prinplup. Prinplup is one of my... Yeah, it was bottom 5 until Gen 7, but I don't like Prinplup at all. And I think Grottle looks a little weird. But just weird. Not bad, just weird. When I do Platinum, I've got my team all planned out, and I think people are going to be interested in what I... People use Swanna? I suppose someone would have had to, like, with all the people who play Pokemon, statistically someone would enjoy Swanna as a concept. It's just weird when it actually happens. I still appreciate you swinging by, Koji. Doesn't, like, Pikachu stop following you when you evolve into a Raichu by trading it over? I feel like that kind of kills the point of Yellow. Though, that quote-unquote point of Yellow, is... Oh, we got a Skype call. Or Skype message, rather. Let me, turn that, put that on Do Not Disturb. That, quote-unquote point of Yellow is why I don't frequently play through Yellow, because, my team is always crap. The last time I went through Yellow, like, I was struggling. Like, what was... Because my team always ends up being Pikachu and the 3 starters. And then, what else did I have? My real starter, I'd say, was my, was my Nidoqueen. My Nidoqueen was the MVP of that team. And then I had a Dragonair as well, which I wanted to evolve into a Dragonite, I just never got around to it. Peace out, Rinko. Have yourself a lovely time. Die. Oh, hey, Geodude wants to join the team. Not bad. In honor of Rinko leaving, you will be named after. No, I've used Pidgeot before. What was it? The last time I played Yellow, I used, not the last time I played Yellow. The last time I played Gen 1. Ah! You're almost dead and you just joined the team! Last time I played through Gen 1, what was my team? It was Venusaur... Pins are found dead. Damn it. It was Venusaur, Mew... Omastar... Not Vapor... I forget, honestly. Clearly didn't care too much for that team. So I remember I played it like the year before, like in 2015, because I bought new batteries to replace the saves. And I used Vaporeon, and Vaporeon is very, very good in Gen 1. Hits like a fucking dump truck. Use Mud Slap. Do it, it'll be cute. Alright, Water Gun, I forgot you had. Don't miss. Thank you. Geodude is stronger. Mudsport is such a useless move. Like, I get, like, it's supposed to be like a doubles move, I get it, but, like, everything that can learn it is, like, ground type anyway, so what's the point? In Gen 1, Blizzard was objectively better since its accuracy was higher. Hello there, Beldum. If the new Pokemon games are Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, I don't think I'm gonna buy them. Because, nothing about that is up. I get Go's mechanic is fine and all, but I already played Pokemon Go. Not really interested in that as a I'm sick of Kanto! Fuck it! Yikes! Mudsport is not a meta-defining move. I feel like anyone that worried about electric moves usually runs Lightning Rod Pokemon. Cool, so I'll never use Geodude again. Like, I like Kanto, but only in Gen 1, and, like, going back to it in, like, Gold, Silver, and Crystal, and Heart Gold and whatnot. I like the concept of the sequel, but now that I've already seen the concept of a Kanto sequel with Gold and Silver and Crystal, I'm done. Give me a Johto-type sequel. Hey, that is a felony! I've already got Nikolai on tax evasion. The only way it would be fine to play Ultra Sun and Moon is by not playing Sun and Moon. That's a real dick move. Why is Metachamp so fucking thick? Like, if you've already played Sun and Moon, don't play Ultra Sun and Moon because you're just wasting $40 on a little bit of updates. But if you haven't played Sun and Moon, just go for Ultra Sun and Moon. From what I understand, it kind of butchers the Lucamine plotline, but whatever. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shite? I like Alola as a region, just I don't want to deal with 7th gen anymore. Speaking of regions that I don't like too much, Kalos doesn't feel like a place that humans actually live in. It's like, oh hey, look, slightly south of this is a desert. Slightly south of Lumiose City is a desert, and also slightly to the left is an ocean, and also just a nice little area. I don't know. I don't like the Kalos region. I think Z, which was absolutely going to happen and no one can convince me otherwise, would have fixed it, but, you know. Maybe the stream series will make me feel better about it. Hey, welcome to Comic Goes to Mount Steel Again series. And I love the bullshit like rationale the team gave. It's like, yeah, we think Kalos is just fine as is. And no, it absolutely wasn't. I totally believed that Z was coming, and then because they fucking made like every like plot line so deep, like with all the connections between Kalos and Omega Ruby's Hoenn. Like, all those connections that were totally going to set up for a Zeta Emerald being a combination of a sequel to X and Y, and also Emerald. But no, it's like, okay, just whatever, we'll just go to Sun and Moon and have Zygarde shoved in elsewhere. Yeah, we were totally convinced that Kalos was fine. We didn't just shit out Sun and Moon because the 20th anniversary was coming. Fucking hate Game Freak nowadays. They're so bad. They're like, oh, what's that? We can just crap out literally, like, an extra 2 hours worth of content and you'll pay another $40 for it? Cool. Glad to know. Love you. Which is why I'm scared of, honest to God, just frightened about Sinnoh remakes, because I'm positive they're gonna fuck them up. And if Sinnoh remakes are bad, I'm done with Pokemon, because it's proof that Game Freak just can't do anything right anymore. But, you know, that's my opinion on the Pokemon franchise as is. I don't think... There's no passion left in this series. And I'm very sad about that, because Pokemon is my favorite franchise. And I'm sad to see what it's becoming. I'm surprised Nintendo's still giving the 3DS so much support. Like, I get, like, why they're doing it, obviously, because the install base is so massive, but... It's getting, like, really good support, like... No! Yay. Damn it. Keep hitting the wrong key. I just wish Ultra Sun and Moon didn't sell so well, because I wanted Game Freak to be able to, like, actually put effort into their next project. But since Ultra Sun and Moon sold so well, they're gonna be like, okay, cool, they'll buy literally anything. So whatever. It's just the rambling of a 23-year-old man-child who likes Pokemon. Hope I can find a max elixir on the floor. I feel like I should be saving those for later because they are precious resources. They are. I don't know how well it sold. Detective Pikachu. I doubt it sold too well. I mean, that is a rather niche genre. I don't know, like, the same people who complain about, like, Pokemon being on the Switch are the same people who, like, complained about, Pokemon moving over to the 3DS. They're like, oh, I have to buy a new console that's never happened with Pokemon before. It's like, yeah, surprisingly, Nintendo wants you to buy new systems to keep playing their games. I didn't expect Detective Pikachu to do well. I'm honestly surprised they brought it over in general. I'm glad they did, because I want them to take more risks in that regard. But that legitimately scared me, because I was paying more attention to the chat. I want Nintendo to take more risks like that, because it's a lot more fun when they do. I like companies taking risks. I get why they don't take risks. It's risky business. Hey, look at that. Fucking useless. But I want more weird games. $2 million sales in the first week. Hell. Yeah, 6 million units for that less than a year rush job they did. That's fucking impressive, honest to God. I'm gonna dump all my items again. My ideal crossover, and it will never happen, and I mean this will never happen. I will upload a video of me screaming in a crowded mall. If this happens, a Monster Hunter Pokemon crossover where you hunt monsters. I am Cyndaquil. And I remember looking up Conquest. Conquest didn't do half bad. I think Conquest did better, like way better in the States than I thought. No one is ever going to let me slash at a Charizard with a greatsword. It's never going to happen. I want it to happen so bad, but it will never happen. Sure I can. I didn't like Pokemon Conquest, honestly. That's scary. I really don't like Gengar, fuck him. I didn't like, Pokemon Conquest. It's not like, I loved the concept. I really liked the idea of a Pokemon strategy RPG. I thought the execution was flawed. I thought it was, like, I shouldn't have expected, like, because I just came off of Final Fantasy, like, Tactics. And I really, like, Final Fantasy Tactics and Disgaea. And I'm like, cool, I really want a Pokemon game like that, and that was never going to happen, but it felt a little too bland and a little too safe, so I didn't like Conquest all that much. Plus, a lot of my favorites weren't in the game, but I did get to be Scrafty, so that was fun. But the thing with the spin-offs is they're not expecting it to sell like the main games. Like, so much less work goes into that. Like, they can afford to, like, sell less. Like, fucking Shin Megami Tensei Soul Hackers only sold, like, 20,000 copies, but I still think it was a profit with that. Games don't have to sell a ton if the budget is low. Look, it's our good friend Sudowoodo. It's so malevolent how he just turns around. It's like, I'm here now. I don't know if Mystery Dungeon sells well, honestly. I'm gonna eat this in front of you. I know you'd like it, but you can't have it because you're a stupid bitch. I'd like another strategy RPG like Devil Survivor. That's spooky, I hate it! It's so awful. I like Sudowoodo a lot. I wish it was easier to use. Like, there's a lot of concepts in Pokemon that are just never going to happen, but would be so cool if they did. Pokemon Birthright and Conquest. I think Mario Kart sells better than main Mario, honestly. Like, Mario Kart Wii sold a disgusting amount of units. People love Mario Kart. I don't know how well the Mario parties do, but I know Mario Kart is like... Once Nintendo releases a Mario Kart, like, everything's fine. That's a lot more than I expected this game to sell, honestly. I remember one of the first G4 articles I read, X-Play, I think. I remember when those things existed. It was like how to get into competitive Halo 2 when you've never done it before. It's like, put down Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, you can play a game for grown-ups, and I stopped reading it. Because, fuck you. This is why X-Play doesn't exist anymore, and I make money playing Pokemon. Sky isn't a color! Well, I mean, at that point, I think the Game Boy Advance had a bigger install base than the DS did. Fucking hate those. The little squirrely ones that, go on just a touch too long. It's like any, publication that had, the elitist, bah, Pokemon is the funny. Look, I said that children are playing the Pokemon, you're dumb. It's like, okay, cool. I feel like it's petty to even get upset about that, but... I don't know, it's annoying. It was... That mindset lasted far too long. Oh yeah, it does, doesn't it? I'm not too worried about stats in this game. I can always just cheat those up. I'd be interested in playing a Halo game, but I have no console that would be able to. Because I like first-person shooters. Some of them are very cool. Some of them are fun. I really like Modern Warfare 2. I still play Modern Warfare 2 to this day. Didn't like the other ones too much, but... First-person shooters ain't half bad. I really want to play Doom, too. I gotta see if the local Redbox still has it. No, I don't think Halo has the appeal it used to. I remember the first time I heard Halo was in 2nd grade, but at that point, that was the first time I'd heard of an Xbox as well. I didn't like first-person shooters until I played Modern Warfare 2. That was the game that made me realize that, hey, these games can be fun. Fortnite looks really fun, and the only reason I don't get into it is because I'm afraid to get, hooked on a game like that. Plus, I know I'm gonna get mad when I, lose, because I like first-person shooters, but I'm not too good at them, but... I totally understand, Ace. Do not sleep deprive yourself, viewers. Because, free games that look fun are, really cool. I have Left 4 Dead 2, because, there was, one point in, summer of 2013, I think, where Left 4 Dead 2 was made, free for everyone on Steam for, a minute, and I got in on that, and it was nice. Slack off! Oh my god, a Scyther. I don't know much about Paladins. I know, Alpha Rad talks about it, but that's, the extent of what I know about it. Uh-oh. Oh, that did significantly less damage than I thought it would. Alright, wake up, you big blue bastard. Yeah, the way this works, if a Pokemon is, totally reliant on speed, like Trico, because, the main reason to use Trico in the main games is its speed. It doesn't have that here, so slower, really tanky Pokemon are very, very good. And, really quick glass cannons are less than ideal. You know what game I really liked that I wish would make some return is Metroid Prime Hunters. Me and my friends put so many hours into that. Do I have a Max Revive? Or Max Elixir? Discharge is 4th gen, isn't it? Because once, like in 4th gen, once you get Lava Plume with Flame Friend here, you're even more overpowered because ghosts hide in walls sometimes. Like, ghost Pokemon can like hide in walls and are basically invincible because they can hit you, but you can't hit them. But Lava Plume can hit through that, and it's lovely. I mean, this game came out before 4th gen. Like, there's some exclusive moves to this game, but I don't think they had Discharge yet. They had Thunderbolt, which acts like the Lava Plume I just mentioned. And how do they balance that power when you're a ghost type? You lose 5 belly per step. And that's insane. There's an item that makes it so your belly never decreases, but if you don't have that, being a ghost type and walking through walls is a bad idea because you are going to starve out very quickly. I'm just doing this then, huh? There's some moves I forget when they're 3rd or 4th gen. That one no, it's the tight belts that prevents you from losing your belly. I really wish I found a Max Elixir because I don't think I can beat these guys. Shit. World domination? Oh yeah, you're gonna have a Caterpie on your squad. Yeet. Wow. This ain't good. No, it ain't good at all. I said it. This ain't good. So let's just work on you then. Oh, you're already dead. Wonderful. That was a little fast, but okay. I was about to say, that would've... Did that still, like, wipe out some of its age? Nikolai cringed! He must have watched, Leafy's here. God damn, Spite is overpowered in this one. Lovely. I guess because Medicham is so frail. You piece of shit. Thank you. Let's do that again. Wonderful, we did it! Whew! Ow, 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 ow. You can make any Pokemon good in this game. If you get enough stat boosting items, you can cap out your stats. So yes, Caterpie could be fantastic. Its move pool won't be too great, but... So it's still objectively worse than some Pokemon, but it's not bad. Or it could be made to function. You don't have to have money, you just give me a hug, you cute fucking bastard. Cool. You're even more cool than I thought! I wanna go on rescues when I grow up! I forget how Shedinja works. I think it has more than 1 HP. Like, it has Wonder Guard, but I think it has a little more HP. Because you can hit through Wonder Guard by just using your A attack. Metapod seems like it's an old man. 5 HP, okay. Though there is items that can, like, buff up your HP, so I wonder if Shedinja is immune to that. I fucking love My Hero Academia. Like, honestly, like... Because, like, it's not just I like this, it's not even just that I like it, it's Deku... I've never kinned a fictional character, but Deku I feel so strongly about. Shedinja will probably be post-game, I'll give that a shot. I feel so strongly like Deku, because look at that, he's not too good at what he does at first. He's a bit of a weakling, he's got a friend that kicks his butt sometimes. And seeing him grow up, it's like, I don't know, like, I feel so strongly for him. Plus, he's raised by a single mom, and I know that. It's just, I feel very, that's why I like him so much. I like that show so much because of, Deku. But Shiftry fucking died. Looks like it's up to us. Deku's just if you turned a puppy into a human. I like in the latest episode that Aoyama got to actually do something. Laser Navel wasn't just comic relief for once. I hate most abridged series. Literally the only one I've seen that's even halfway funny is Dragon Ball Z. Like the Team 4-star abridges. Like, someone showed me this one Attack on Titan abridge, and like, learn when to stop telling a joke. I feel like so many abridged series, like, make just way too obvious of a joke, and then keep it going for way too long. Like, a lot, like, most abridges I've watched fucking suck, and I hate most of them. If you're into, if you want to make an abridged, here's a bit of a suggestion. Don't. Be funny first. But, like, even in that regard, like, early Dragon Ball Z abridged, like, I can't watch the Saiyan Saga because it's not funny. It's like, I don't think, Dragon Ball Z abridged was good until the Namek Saga. Like, even, like, early Namek, it's like, you're losing me a bit, but it picks up. It's, like, that's where I feel like they became a lot more competent as joke tellers and storytellers. So yeah, the plot's happening, by the way. Wow, that was a lot of damage. Then again, it was a Weedle. Maybe I should not be impressed. Look, it's that Pokemon that Game Freak keeps trying to make good. Like how it got a massive attack boost in Gen 7, and also got First Impression in Ultra Sun and Moon for some reason. Like, you know, Golisopod's signature move. On Farfetch'd. So they keep trying, and I have no idea why, because... Is Farfetch'd anyone's favorite? Like, statistically, someone has got to enjoy... Like, every Pokemon has to be at least someone's favorite. I mean, shit, my favorite Pokemon's Magcargo, and I found, a lot of people on Tumblr like Magcargo. It's very nice to see. Someone made, this combo of, Eevee and Slugma, and it was one of the cutest goddamn things I've ever seen. I like Yanma a lot. I mentioned it in my DK64 LP that I would, being slowed in this game is such a... Let me talk about speed. I said that the speed stat is in this game, so what agility does is it just gives you more turns. And slowing does the opposite. It takes away turns. It's very, very good. I gotta see if I can find that Eevee picture. It's so cute. Power Band. We can just equip that. Give our tackle some more juice. Actually, no, I feel like we should give it to, we should give that to Nikolai, since this is before the physical special split, so Tackle and Mudslap can get busted by it. Yeah, Agility affects the entire team, so some legendaries, it's like, cool, you wanted a challenge? Just spam, look, they're all sleepy. Murder them one by one. I feel like Magcargo would be popular because he's all goopy. And goop is a very popular concept in porn. Ow, I was constricted. And now you are fucking dead. I know these things carry Bubble, so watch out, because Bubble hits from a decent distance away. Long distance, boy. Oh, hey! I meant to hit Tackle, but Nikolai's got us covered. I like Houndour and Houndoom a lot. I've recorded the hentai dub. I just need to edit it all together. Oops. Yeah, but burning goop is still goop, so someone's got to be aroused by it. I don't think I got Electrike's field friend area. I do not remember for sure, so it's possible. It's just gonna take so much editing that I keep not wanting to get around to it. It'll be up before too long. Can I get a good special? Okay, one, that's fine. I just want to shove my hands in lava, but I'll die. Why is the world like this? I was gonna keep talking about the goop concept, but I was going to quickly get into TMI, and maybe I shouldn't say that there are children in this Christian chat room. Do you think like any like Christian kid was like really super excited to go on like a Christian there was like a Christian chat room? They were like, "Mom, can I talk on JesusFriends.com?" And she's like, "Oh, sure, Billy, you can have all the chats on Jesus Chat you want." And he got to talk about like Corinthians 18:50 or whatever, and he had a really good time. No, Clinic does not have a goof fetish. How do I explain this? Alright, so like I had this guidebook for Pokemon First Gen when I was a young boy. I still have it, so I can still get the pictures. And like there's this one picture of a muck like surrounding Sandshrew and its goop, and the Sandshrew's like struggling, and the muck looks like really happy about all of it, and that did things for I was like 6, I must have been. That really really did it for me. Yeah. I told you, like, I didn't want to keep going forward with that story. Oh, hey, a little early for a legendary, but, you know, whatever. I gotta... Someone has to remind me before this stream's over to take a picture of that and put it on Twitter, because I have to show you exactly what it was. Because that picture was, like, way too horny. Oh, I have no shame about the stuff I jerk to nowadays, but, like, I didn't understand why I enjoyed it so much as a kid, and looking back at it, like, thinking about it now, it's like, huh. And again I say, huh. Alakazam. Why'd you do that, Shiftry? I'd be too. If someone woke me up mid-nap, it would be like yesterday. Hey, the electric attacks are wicked nice today. Alright. Yeah, they all have megas, wow. Plus, I know, like, a lot of the, Pokemon in Super, like, their references to, here, how do you like it? You piece of shit. A lot of the Pokemon in Super are references to earlier games, so I think when you recruit Alakazam, Tyranitar, and Charizard, they do just straight up say, hey, you know, we're from, we did cool things with Pokemon that's plot important later on. I mean, this is 3rd gen, like, Charizard wasn't bad back. This was pre-Stealth Rocks, you could use a Charizard back then. And it was pre-physical special split, so Alakazam had a very deep special move pool. So honestly, Tyranitar, Charizard, and Sandstream's not fun, but Sandstorm is like Sandstorm and Hail are really annoying in this game. So you can just sit around and do whatever you want, but we're gonna go to Mount Thunder and just keep up. Keep up! Hana Shonen no Haruto. Zapdos sounds Spanish. Super is very... Yu Yu Hakusho made me realize I was scared of being eaten. That gave me a very deep fear. Fuck Gourmet. I hate him. I couldn't watch Attack on Titan because the end of the first episode scared me so bad as an 18-year-old fully grown human adult that I couldn't watch the series for like months. You know, you had Mud Slap. I'm not gonna judge or anything, but you could have used it. This game still holds up, I'd say. No, I don't. It's frightening to me. I couldn't sleep whenever I would see an episode of Yu Yu Hakusho. I was the same for in Dark Cloud. The Dune enemies scared me so bad that seeing the word Dune or Vulcan used to send me into like not like panic attacks, but I wouldn't be able to sleep. Like I would just sit in my room like holding my pillow like, oh, I'm frightened. The scary Dark Cloud monsters are gonna kill me. I'm looking at it now, it's like, haha, maybe 9-year-old me should have been playing these games. And watching these animes. So I was just really into, like, I was really into Toonami back then. No, Yu Yu Hakusho wasn't on Toonami, that was like Adult Swim. I know they've got Poison Point, I know standard attacks can trigger it, so I'm a little frightened. I mean, there's no point in training up an Electrike for the main story, I'll just bother with all that, in post-game. Like, I'm just not gonna, like, fill out my team in a main game because there's... The game doesn't really let you use them, so I'm not gonna bother. Toonami is still a thing, it's just, I feel like a lot of the hype is gone, because why would I wait a week to watch an episode of dubbed anime when I can just go on Crunchyroll, or, not Crunchyroll if I go on dubbed anime. If I can go on, Verve, or the Pirate Bay. A little early for Ampharos, don't you think? But like all I would do as a kid back then is like I was really excited to just finish my day of school, finish my week at school, watch Toonami and play like Dragon Ball Z Boost Fury. We loved Dragon Ball Z so much back then. Paralysis is nuts because you can't attack and it also slows you and it's a really bad status effect. We're not doing this. I still maintain that it's just a touch too early to be fighting Zapdos as well, but you know. We can't recruit it yet, but that's another thing that was weird about Gates. They gave you legendaries so early on. Like, for the bulk of the game, you can just have Virizion around. And it's really powerful. There's no reason not to. Yeah, Poison's an oh, fuck. Poison's an absolute axe murderer in this game. Alright, wonderful. Ah! Uh-oh. I mean, I have Reviver Seed, so I'm not ultimately worried. Okay, cool. Because if your partner dies, that's just as bad as you dying. The game ends all the same. You get booted out of the dungeon and lose everything. I don't know if I have... I have 2 Reviver Seeds on me. I want money. Give me the fucking currency. I feel like I would have liked Bakugan if I watched it earlier, but by the time Bakugan was airing in the States, it was like, I don't care. All I remember about Bakugan is there was a Super Smash Bros. Brawl tournament in my high school, and I took 2nd place, and my prize was, and it was a very close loss, and I was really upset, and my prize was a Bakugan DS carrying case. And I kept it, but I really wanted to just, like, angrily launch it, because I was an awful loser as a kid. I was a kid, I was 14, but... Yeah, you're 14, you're still a kid. You're not like a little baby, but... if you're still getting mad about losing a Super Smash Bros. Brawl tournament... God, I hate Poison Sting. Poison's such a nerve-wracking status effect in this game, because you lose... It's not just the damage that's bad, because ultimately, if it was just the damage, it would be a... whatever, a status effect, but... it's the damage, and also you lose the ability to regain HP from walking. That's the real killer. I call these... fuck me, dude! Ah, got around it. Yikes. Hey, Nikolai, play with this funny boy. I call these branching path dungeons, and I do not like them because they are very long. And very difficult to find, very difficult to find where to go. And they are very common in endgame dungeons, and by the time endgame dungeons roll around, it's scary. Trust me, I'm aware. My life is forfeit. Okay. I don't remember if the Intimidator skill is in this game, but I hope it is because it's so overpowered, I love it. Intimidator just makes it so, like, not the Intimidate ability. There's like an IQ skill called Intimidator in the Rescue games, and maybe this one. Sometimes enemies right next to you just don't get their turn. It's fun when it's yours, but when bosses have it, because a lot of them have it in Explorers, it's not always nice. Oh, fuck. Oh, he's just... He's just going away then. Alright, peace out. Are you awake? No, you're asleep. I could get the drop on you, but in fact, I think I will. Oh, wow. Okay, that didn't actually work out so bad. I was kind of hoping for Mud Slap, but you know how it is. Oh, look, there's Mud Slap. Glad you managed it. Gligar! I should have known. I think this one has like a rest area midway through, which is why I'm not bothering healing. Yeah, but I don't think anyone's scared by Alakazam. Though, if I saw an Alakazam in real life, I'd probably scream. If I saw any Pokemon in real life, I'd probably scream. It would not be as cute as Pokemon Go would lead you to believe. Like, I know people like hate those like edgy, like, haha, what if they were real and they're all like gross and shit, but I like it. I like to see what artists can pull off with that. I love how Gligar was only decent in Gen 2 if you beat, like, a really hard challenge in, Pokemon Stadium 2. Because then, like, that was the only way it could get Earthquake, and it's like... Why? Though, a lot of, like, Gen 2... Like, I talked about this in the Pokemon Crystal streams. A lot of, Gen 2 move pool decisions are, like, why? Was this a bad... Oh, fuck. Alakazam carries spoons around because he's hungry. That's why I always name mine Baskin Robbins, because he's always ready to eat a lot of ice cream. Uh-oh. Can I get away with not eating? Blast Seed will be nice. Blast Seeds do less damage against bosses, so just use them in the field. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Ah! Why? Okay. Okay. Thanks, game. Thank you. Okay. Actually, thank you, game. Now, I think during, like, against bosses, it's like, oh, the power was muffled, and it only does, like, 30 damage. Like, there's, like, one guy in DeviantArt does, like, really good, realistic Pokemon, and I love a lot of his designs. Or a lot of their designs. I have no idea if they are male or female. They did a very good Reshiram. And a very... Okay, lovely. These are godsends. So if we die at any point in the upper parts of Mount Thunder, we come back here. With all of our items gone, but, you know. Yeah, viewers, if you haven't eaten, go eat. This is Daddy Comic telling you to go chew your fucking food. And most importantly, full belly, full move pool. I remember there was like a rumor that like there was gonna be like a fighting type physical Alolan Alakazam in Sun and Moon, and I was very disappointed when that didn't end up coming to be. Well, yeah, but you can't do that on the DS, so I don't want to be a cheater. Non-trader, lovely. That's a fantastic skill. Non-trader makes it so, because when you're confused, you'll aim in any direction when you do an attack, and if you make an attack, and you hit your partner, you'll deal damage to them. And that's not cool. Non-trader makes it so that does not happen. If you hit them, whatever. Oh my god, electric... Oh my god, it is a Lagiacrus! Ah, Joe, I want it! Ah, now I want my little Lagiacrus baby. was about to say, like, with Thunderbolt and, like, room-clearing moves like it, or Thunderbolt isn't room-clearing, but there are room-clearing moves, non-trader is very nice to have. No, against legendaries that have like 99 floor dungeons and aren't guaranteed recruits, I am just gonna save state. Oh, peace out, Ace. I hope you had a good time. Because the other, like, going through 99 floors just to be turned away is bullshit, so I'm not gonna bother with that. Okay, well. I was about to say, if I land another attack, that'll be a miracle, but Jesus was on my side. Y'all ready for a boss? A boss-ass bitch? Bitch? I ate all the gummies because I want IQ. I'm not too worried about my belly, so I just eat them because I don't want to carry a full inventory of gummies around just in case. Because I don't want to lose them. Why did you walk forward, you idiot? Put yourself in rain of thunder. Hear the thunder. Lightning and the thunder! Well, I'm in trouble. I didn't expect that to happen. I got paralyzed right away, and that means I lose. Alright, well, I lost. Well, that's fun. Oh, hey, forgot that could happen. Don't care if you burn through more turns, that's more turns of you not being able to do jack shit, and that's what I like. Nice. Ah, loser. Oh, no, no, no! Uh-oh. Ah, fuck me, dude! Well, honestly, healing Nikolai might actually be a bad idea, because it'll just kill him with one hit with Thundershock anyway. Okay, cool. And if lower move put him into, like, torrent range, I could just turn on only water gun. And this is why I go through with smoke screen. I have no idea how I beat this game without it. Charizard, bad idea, bad idea. I've calmed down. Getting beaten by a couple of 8-year-olds really put life into perspective for me. You can come back here in post-game and recruit him. That'll be fun. There he is. Oh yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, multi-hitting moves in Gen 1 are, in the Mystery Dungeon games are really fucking amazing. That's how I beat Gates. Tepig's rollout can one-shot the final boss. Thank you for the sub, Gaming Flower. That's because the challenge in this game is weird, because it's... You either get hit way too hard, or you hit them really hard. Like, fights shouldn't last too long. Yeah, Tyranitar's 3D model looks stupid. It looks like a chode. It's too small and thick. It doesn't look threatening, it just looks like a big fat thing that, like, it waddles. It doesn't attack, it waddles. If it was just taller, it would be fine. But no, he's too wide for how short he is. It's not at all threatening. I would hope you know them, you're on the same team. It's spooky, guys. Like, Tyranitar's Gen 3 sprite is amazing. I love its gold and crystal sprite. Its silver sprite looks stupid, but... started in Heart Gold is when it started looking dumb. Because it just stands there like a, oh, it's me. Though I feel like a lot of 3D models kind of caught the worst of that. Why do you try so hard? Why are you happy? Like, what does Purrloin stand up in its 3D model? Who decided that was something that should happen? Why is it standing up? Sit down, you're a cat. The Hill of the Ancients. Alright, let's swing this. Though, like, quality models differ. Does that have Runaway? Huh. Because, like, I hate a lot of Platinum's models. Like, I really hate Azumarill, Golbat, and Quagsire's models in Pokemon Platinum. Because they were just edited for the sake of editing them, and I don't think they look very good. Quagsire in particular just looks like a baby got into MS Paint and drew it. Nah, I don't think that's good. I expect more from my models. Purrloin T-poses to show its dominance. Just imagine being aggressively T-posed at by a cat. Ooh, a TM. Oh my god, we got attract! Lovely! So that's my overpowered team. Ready? Because guess what? Attract is basically like, it works on anything, and it doesn't just have a chance to ignore moves. They just sit there too horny to do anything until it wears off. I mean, same, but, you know. Have you ever been so seduced by an axolotl you just sit there and let it hurt you? Juicy fucking boy. I want this money, you can do it. Oh god, he can't do it. I'm here for you. I won't let this scary Skiploom hurt you for being disgusting and ugly. I love Hoppip and I love Jumpluff, but I really don't like Skiploom. The T-posing is basically a workout. Yo, you can wake up any time you want, buddy. Thank you. I love the noise Runaway makes when it procs. It's like, it's a very satisfying clunk noise. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna... you're stuck! Oh. It is I who was got. Because how much do they give? How much EXP? Is it worth it to chase these guys down? Can I? Okay, thank you very much, game. Haha, it is I! You didn't escape. Okay, never mind. 48 experience is not really worth chasing them down for. No, no wipe. We can chuck this used TM. We don't really need that. Give it to me. So, at least Tackle can have a little more juice to it. If you hit an enemy with a used TM, it does 1 damage, so if you're really in need of that extra 1 damage, you have a used TM on the off chance, because it doesn't always hit. But when it does 1 damage. So who knows? Maybe you'll get a lot of mileage out of that. Tackle, tackle. Hello, 2 TMs. I don't know exactly when like certain TMs become available, so it'd be nice if I got like Flamethrower out the gate. Or Torment. Twice. See, I'm tormented. Eat. I'm gonna keep it around just so I can sell them later. Well, you couldn't finish Gates to Infinity because it wasn't very good. I finished it because I just love Mystery Dungeon so much, but I don't usually recommend people play it, much less finish it. Ooh, Brick Break. Not bad. Nom nom. Then again, do I have anything that can even learn Brick Break? No. I feel like I might be able to learn it when I evolve, so I'll keep it around. See, now we get to see it. Doduo's too horny to be afraid. The bar scene. How'd I get my name? When I was choosing a YouTube username in, what was it, 2007, I just kept throwing 2 words together until something wasn't taken, and Comic Fire was the first one that showed up. My favorite Mystery Dungeon is Explorers of Darkness, but it's also because I've just never played Sky. Ah! I was astonished. I was astonished to get... Oh, okay. You handle that now. When things get too scary, just make your friend handle life for you. Oof. A lot of fully evolved Pokemon showing up. I really like Cacturn. It's Comic Fire, not Cosmic Fire. I really wish I didn't waste that Pecha. It's been pretty good. Did a lot of Pokemon Go playing today. It was Community Day. Ooh, much better. I guess I could just nom on this. Give to me. But I was very good in the game today. 2 special dance. I feel like I just need to start like chucking a lot of these because I don't need this many Oran berries. Because I can at least sell these. I was seated. He took one. He was offered one and he took one. These, I got 4. I evolved 1 into a Charmeleon, 1 into a Charizard. Oh, I probably really should have kept that one, huh? 1 for a Charizard, and I kept 2 as is. Once they introduce trading, I'll probably just give Chihiro my other one, because I don't need that many shiny Charmanders. Pokemon's my favorite series, too. As we were discussing earlier, I'm disappointed with what the series has been doing recently, but I have a naive hope that they will pull back. Hey look, it's Joe. I'm gonna throw rocks at him. Just for being an art snob. I had to delete it a couple times too, because my old phone really couldn't run it. Like, it got to the point where just like looking at gyms would crash the game. I can't recruit it. I don't have its silly thing. Ah! I was covered in love. Oh my god, that thing had like a fucking dump truck. Not at all excited about those rumors. Hello. Pokemon Go is fun if you can, if you're in a good area for it. Like, if you're in an area without a ton of gyms or Pokestops, it's not necessarily all that great, but if you can do that and find a decent raiding group, it's fun. I think now's a good time to pop a Max Elixir. Oh, can you not recruit second stage evolution Pokemon? I know you can't recruit third, but I swear some, yeah, none. I kinda swore some second recruits, like Machoke or something, was just like really low but possible, like under the most ideal circumstances. Because I know a lot of like you can't recruit, like, I think it's like final stage evolution Pokemon are like unrecruitable. Like just straight up, like it doesn't even have like a -% chance. It just says unrecruitable. Like Tyranitar, for example. All right, big boy. I know I can't use Ember on you. Funny Doge. I have a Houndoom in Go, and let me tell you, it ain't too good. It's my only, like, good IV one, didn't have, much CP. Yeah, like, you can't, like, Metagross is just straight up unrecruitable. Like, the game just, no matter, like, how ideal you are, you will never recruit it. I think Metang is recruitable, but that's different. It's not Metagross at all. Well, don't know why I bothered popping a fucking Max Elixir. Oh, hey, friends. Hurt me less, and I will give you a motherfucking candy bar. My best in Go right now is I have a Dragonite that's like 3080 CP. Alright, I gotta turn off Attract. I'll turn it on for boss fights. But I don't need you that bad when I've got Whiffer status to apply. Ow. Yeah, you need a 4G smartphone stuff to be able to work Pokemon Go. Or just connect to your house's internet, but if you want to go out and go, you're going to need 4G. So if you don't have that, maybe Pokemon Go ain't for you. Or if you're like on a school campus, like where you can kind of like catch a little bit of the Wi-Fi in between buildings. It's how I handled Go for a little bit. But it's fun. I have a lot of fun with it. It's what gets me out and exercising. And it's been very good for me friendship-wise, because my raiding group is very nice, and one of them managed to offer me a job, and I appreciate that very much. It's in my field, and guess what? I would like a job in my field. Alright, so let's just sit here and see how well we can grind. Call me Coffee, because I grind so fine. Ow. Ow. Oh. No, I didn't sign up for the beta testing, I forgot. I don't need buy, that's a stupid move. Because I don't follow Atlas anymore, so I don't remember how to, I don't follow Atlas anymore, so I don't, like, if no one posts about it on my feed, I don't see it. Hey, Nikolai, maybe hit a move once in a while. Yeah, Tract and Smoke Screen are really how you do it. Well, I don't follow the Facebook page either, because, again, I don't follow much in the way of Atlas anymore. Oh, I can still sign up for it? Oh, cool, lovely. It's my chance to get a piece of Sage's Fire Emblem Heroes pie and see if I can swing that for DX2. I heard the gacha elements are really bad in DX2. Like, really bad. Like, it's very hard to be free to play in that. So I don't expect that one to last too long. Though really, Fire Emblem Heroes doesn't look too fun if you're free to play either, so... I'll just wait till Lesson T5 comes out, Dredic. Push him into the sun. Tickle him. How do you get exhausted from tickling? Oh, is it? I don't know, because, like, I heard, they didn't give out too many free orbs, so I wouldn't know. I don't play Fire Emblem Heroes. I don't care about gacha. In this episode, no, I'm not gonna find Mewtwo. Like, I know next to nothing about Fire Emblem Heroes, so I guess I was wrong. I really like Devil Summoner. I haven't played 2. I love 1 is one of my favorite games of all time. It's it is a PS2 action RPG is the best way I could explain it. It took me a while to actually come to grips with it. It has a lot of heart, and I think you'll really enjoy it. I still need to play 2. I have it, but I don't. Ah, well. I don't know. I'll never play Fire Emblem Heroes. I played it once. I rolled Severa or Selena as my first roll, and I did not have room for Fire Emblem Awakening. I got Severa as my first roll, so I uninstalled it and never looked back. Because I don't support gacha games in general, because I don't like gambling. If you never played the game, the natural disasters would have never happened to us. I'm sure Selena's a fantastic unit, but I fucking hate everything Selena's about, so screw it. You saw 14 million futures and we only won in one of them. I'd like to do a Fire Emblem Awakening series, but I lost my copy and I don't want to pay $40 for another one. Similar thing with, like, Fates. Like, I'd do a Birthright series, but I got it digitally on my other 3DS, not my recording one, so, you know. And Selena was my kid, so I can understand why she was so bad, because I fucking ignored my kid a bunch and just doted on Morgan. So purple hair Selena is canon for me. Or Severa, rather. Absolutely, I don't want to be the cause of the world ending. Has there ever been a well-written tsundere? I hate that trope a lot. It's the axis of the world. It's in space. I mean, I didn't even know about, like, what class Severa would end up as. I just, I married them together because I like how Cordelia looks. I'd probably appreciate some of the deeper things about Fire Emblem Awakening more now that I've played more, but I didn't really like Awakening when I played it, because once the Vol mark happened, I stopped caring entirely. What's going on, kids? He said hard time. Ooh. Is Jessie a tsundere? I don't know if I classify her as one. Maybe in Japanese, because I don't know how she's written in the sub. I don't believe those rules. As he do. Well, we'll see how that pans out. How you doing, Whiskash? Yes, tell me the lore. Fine, whatever. Misty's kinda tsundere. Though I don't know if I'd appreciate Misty so much if I didn't, like, just love Pokemon so much as a kid. I'm very curious as to what that is, Jay. 32-year-old Aeroge, huh? This is looking just a touch suspicious. Oh. Funny sex joke. Rants. I've heard of that one. I know nothing about it, but I know it exists. What a fucking asshole. Yeah, shoot it to me on Discord. If it's got that, like, PC 98 vibe, I'll be, I love that aesthetic. 90s cyberpunk. No, if it's 32 years old, it's not gonna have the 90s cyberpunk aesthetic. Read the mood, Whiskash. Alright, back to peaceful music. Alright, so how much money do I have? I feel like I picked up a decent amount of money. Ooh, yes I have. I fucking love, like, that, PC 98, aesthetic. Not store, wanted to sell, but, this is not the place to do that. Come, Kecleon, handle my wares! What am I gonna sell? Let's get rid of these. Thief, don't need. I already have the special band on, my big boy. And everything else should be good. Wonderful. Yeah, that one post-game dungeon's like one of the only post-game dungeons I didn't do when I first played this game. Alright, so let's just buy a bunch of friend areas now. So let's speed this on up, kid. I forget how shiny Kecleon looks. There's a lot of shinies I don't remember how they look, honestly, since I don't find shinies very often. The only shiny I found for a long time was in Fire Red, where it was that Hypno on 3 Island. And I'm like, okay, cool, they must always be shiny, right? What does Ravaged Field give? Okay, let's buy that. I thought it was always going to be shiny, so I'm like, okay, cool, I don't have any Pokeballs, whatever, I don't care too much. So when I replayed it again, it wasn't shiny, and I realized that I was, very upset. And I didn't find another shiny until Sun. Where I got a shiny Golbat, and Chroma is a good boy. Cool, got most of those. Let's keep it going. tired to move. I would never deliver a bullet seed. That's too good of a move. Get D rank, so let's fail to return, and 1 escape orb wanted. I don't usually take the item delivery quests because fuck them. I'll check the DMs after the stream. I'm gonna keep, there's a certain plot point I want to reach before I stop the stream, so we'll keep going for probably another half an hour or so. Half an hour, 20 minutes. It's kind of close. Game ain't too long. I guess we won't be taking that. It's fine. I'll take another one of my partners, Nikolai. Piece of shit. Like, you know, I don't find, like, the graphics, like, arousing or anything. I love the aesthetic. Like, I love Soul Hacker's aesthetic. My god. I love 90s, like, cyberpunk. I wish more games would do, like, handle those kind of themes. I feel like it goes really well, like, hand in hand with, you know those, like, RPG Maker horror games that people do nowadays? Just imagine one with, like, more of a 90s vibe to it. Hello? You say hello. Gardevoir! I think the only Digimon game I ever really played was Rumble Arena for the PS1. I played a little bit of the DS RPGs in class once, but I didn't think they were that fun. And then again, it was really just the tutorial, and I was only half paying attention because playing games in class, even in a big area like that where I would never have been caught, it didn't feel right. None of the Digimon World games look interesting to me. Like, everyone's like, oh, Digimon World 1 is really cool, and I watched gameplay, and it's like, cool, I'd get bored of that in 3 minutes. If Cyber Sleuth wasn't digital only on the Vita, I would probably play that. Because I don't have the space for digital games on my Vita's memory card. I wonder what it could be. Because Cyber Sleuth seems like a game I'd enjoy, like, a lot more on the Vita. Because I don't think I could sit down and play, like, a turn-based RPG that wasn't like Dragon Quest on the PS4. Or Persona 5. Okay, so the stream will be ending a little faster than I expected, because I thought we were going to get at least, like, 1 day of missions before this plot point. Caterpile! Oh, 90s watercolor anime type stuff. Like, I love the original, like, art for Pokemon games. Fuck, that's good. Like the 97 Berserk anime. It's that gritty, dirtier look. If I ever win the lottery, I'm gonna commission someone to make a Xenogears anime exactly like that. Are people actually listening to Gengar, of all Pokemon? Like, Gengar's like a known troublemaker. Like, I get it's easy to rile people up about this, but... And again, this really is how we got our president, huh? You stupid idiot got enough stupid people riled up over stupid shit. Plus, I really like the sprite art for old Pokemon, too. Like, the gold, silver, and crystal aesthetic, I was really upset when Pokemon Prism didn't even really try to make all the new Pokemon in that sort of look. Pokemon Prism was very disappointing. Good point, good point. Oh no. Let's see your proof, Tubbsy. You're making it worse, Nikolai. This one must clearly be a no, Silence. So really, we're all just gonna believe him, sight unseen, huh? If we are ever have our innocence proven, I'm gonna deck every one of you bastards in the face. We don't know it's not us. You know, we've only been at team for 2.5 hours, but you know. I mean, I get it. It's a plot point in a Pokemon game, but... No, I shouldn't even say that, because Explorers has such a good plot for... It probably is the best Pokemon plot of all games. But this plot point coming up really... It affected a lot of my ideas of writing when I first experienced it as a kid. This part was so cool to me. Uh-oh. I don't know if we can handle these guys. It's only something there's a whole lot of enmity here, but huh. Like, just this line here, like, sent goosebumps up my spine when I was 11. Well, thanks for giving us a shot, buddy. I remember I first experienced this on a car ride to Walmart. And I was playing this in the car on the ride up, and it was nice. Oh. Is this where I give him all for one? Or one for all, rather? I always fuck that up. Two entirely different quirks. The next dawn. Yeah, like in this entire, the next few dungeons you can't bring party members anyway, so it's like, don't bother raising them yet. Let's do it! If you really need, everyone in the town will be sleeping, but you can still use all their services, so if you need to store items, if you need to buy items, you can say not yet, and you can stock up, but we'll be fine. We have Smokescreen and Attract. Thank you for the flashback we just saw, like, that was probably 3 minutes ago. But yeah, I thought this was really epic, and I wrote fanfic about it. Not even fanfic, it was just adapting part of my own stories I was writing at the time, so you have like a fugitive escape plotline. Hey, Diglett. Yeah, why the hell would anyone watch Naruto? Reading it, absolutely. Watching it, I don't have time for that. Oh, it's actually getting me a little choked up. And away we go! Thus began Adric's cruel and arduous journey as a fugitive. Fuck, I fucked up. Over forbidding mountains. Across fields of fire. But throughout it all, Edric's team kept their heads held high. Without a complaint, they marched on. Woo, lad, we sure traveled a long way. And like the next few dungeons, you can't can't recruit anyone, I don't think. So have fun. Best of luck. Boy howdy, they already caught up to us? We shouldn't have said our goodbyes. Oh, we're just gonna launch right into this dungeon then, huh? Hey look, you only have 4 porn pictures. What have I done? Oh, pressing shift just turns it dark. What is the advantage of that? Okay, cool. So, we got to that plot point. I was kind of hoping that it wouldn't just drop us right into a dungeon, but I forgot that I guess it does. But I am going to call this a stream for now. We're going to finish the entire fugitive... Oh, see the map clearly. That makes sense. We are going to... I remember the mug stuff. Well, I forgot, but thank you for reminding me. We're going to handle all the fugitive plotline and maybe a little more next Saturday. So... Thank you so very much for joining me, and this really did really well. I'm surprised so many people showed up. I'm really happy about that. So I hope you all enjoyed, and welcome to the Comic Corner, where you too can have your burning questions about comic answered before we leave for the week. So, hit me with what you got, whilst we stare at this Nincada. I always call him Nincada, but he's Nincada because he's like a cicada. That's silly. Why do I call him Nincada? M7K? Yep. So, Muck. Yes, I'm gonna snap that picture. Where is... Shit, I have to actually go look for that book. Oh well. Shit, where would it... It's still up there, isn't it? I'll find it. It'll be real quick. Well, Cyndaquil does not enjoy the 4 pictures of Nincada that there are, so it's more of a look of trepidation. They understand that a fight to the death is going to occur, and by the end of the night, one of them will be dead. So it's less of a look of disgust or sexual love. It's a look of quiet camaraderie, almost. They know what's coming. They accept it. There's no enmity. It's just the way it works on this bitch of an earth. So, on that note, I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all have a wonderful Saturday night. About to be Sunday, technically very early morning. Have yourself a lovely the rest of the day. For anyone who's graduating next week, congratulations, because I'll be doing that too. So, thank you very much. I hope you all enjoy your time. And see you next Saturday, same time, same place. Do-do-do.